What's up, everybody? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new Wixco knife in to check out with you guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, this is the Axor. I always want to say Angkor. It's the Axor. My apologies. It is a very cool premium offering from Wixco. You got contoured G10 scales on here. I really like that a lot. Full steel liners with standoffs. You have a fold over deep carry steel pocket clip, not reversible on this one. And you do have thumb studs for your deployment. Very well tuned detent on this one, and you got 14C28N as your blade seal, and it is a blasted finish on there. Liner lock, as you can see here, it is milled for weight reduction on those steel liners. They are flush with the scales, and the transition on them are very well done. You can feel a difference from the G10 to the steel, but it doesn't really feel like there's any imperfections as far as that's concerned. I'm able to get just under a 4-finger grip on here when I'm choked back, and then when I'm choked up using that forge choil and that harpoon, or that spoon as I like to call it, I'm able to easily get a 4-finger grip comfortable. I'm a little bit back off that edge, just enough for me to not really bother me, and it's not really sharp or any hot spots for me as far as I'm concerned. So I do appreciate that a lot. You do have some jimping on the back here. I love these barrel style thumb studs. They're really great for the deployment. You do have a little bit of chamfering and good access here to get to the lock bar itself, and then once you overcome the break, you're able to easily drop this shut. So it is a little bit tricky here. I've tried to figure out where to place my thumb so that I can disengage and still be past the break. Haven't quite figured that out after spending a little bit of time with the knife, so I really kind of just disengage and pull out. The other way I like to really disengage, as you see on some of these videos, I like to just kind of rotate it past the break. I really feel, it almost feels like a ramp right there, but it's not. It's an actual hard break on that one. And the reason I say that is because when I've tried to overcome it, I've had it bounce back like that. So right here, it feels, like it's ramp-ish. But it's really a break, because right there it's a hard break. When you come back, it kicks it back violently almost. But I can see the detent ball is why I'm saying there's no ramp. Right there is where it breaks. They have that detent ball like way back here. I think if they brought that detent ball up here, you'd be bam right in that. So I would say possibly reconsider your detent hole and your detent ball location on the liner lock. That'd be some feedback I'd give to Wixco on this particular one. I took it down to the garage to do a little cutting, and it had a fantastic edge from the factory. The 14C28N on all these Wixco knives that I've been testing this go round seemingly done extremely well. I would say they go tit for tat with what you see coming out from Kubi knives. Their 14C28N to me are the tops in the industry as far as 14C28N on budget knives are concerned, and really impressed with these. They have outperformed what I have seen on a lot of other knives that have 14C28N on them. While this one was in hand, it's been comfortable. Even where it has like this ramp, it looks like that's going to be sharp, but they have it pointed so far down. I didn't feel that at all. Choked up, didn't feel that at all. I can feel where it lands a little bit choked up, but it's not like it's a hot spot. I'm like, oh, okay, that's where the pocket clip ends. Harpoon on here is nice, or the spoon is great for those detailed cuts. I'm able to use that to really guide and angle this knife. And then this flat spot out on the tip is where I really liked having the finger for those detailed cuts and those trace cuts. Same thing on this one. Got that Delrin style caged bearings. I really like that. Very smooth action. Very well done. Nice and fit and finish on this. It feels like it's very well made. I love these contoured G10 scales on here. And the lanyard hole didn't knock the pocket clip into a weird spot. They got that back nice and far on the knife. So kudos on that. Let's do some size comparison. All right, here it is against the Manix 2 lightweight and the Benchmade bug out. I think it goes toe for toe as far as size comparison to the bug out, and it's just a little bit smaller than that Manix 2 lightweight. Let's do a couple more. All right, here are a couple more Wixco. This is the Squirt, which is more of a full-size knife. And then you can step down a little in size to the Anchor, the Axor. And last is the Drax, which is a little bit smaller, but still pretty close, I feel like, in size. And then to me, this is kind of office carry, everyday carry, very slicey, can be used hard, but not meant to be used hard a lot. This to me steps it up with the full steel liners and the standoffs being a little bit more robust, a little bit thicker in the handle. Feels like it's meant to be like an EDC that you're going to use a little bit harder. And then to me, the Squirt is kind of a hybrid of both. You got nice thick scales, very thin geometry, very pokey. Great for EDC, good weight, feels robust in the hand, but also looks like it's a little bit more upscale. So kind of like these two had a larger child. Let me clean these out of the way, or clear these out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and weigh the Axor and see what it comes in at. All right, we got the scale out here and on. I'm thinking this is going to be like 3.6. 3.8, so not too far off from that. That's about what I expected on this one. Again, full steel liners, milled for weight reduction, standoffs, nice G10 scales that are contoured. You got a fairly robust blade shape on here, tall, going to have a little bit more weight to it, but I think this is a great weight for EDC, so no complaints with that at all. All right, final thoughts and impressions on the Axor. Guys, I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. This is going to cap at 7 on that scale. I leave 7 to 10 for super steels and premium materials. 14C28N and G10 on steel liners is not going to be premium, but I do say this feels like it punches above its weight. I take into account price, so your money for value, your performance both in cutting and deployment and closing, ergos, and the aesthetics. And this one here is really, really good. My minor nitpick on here is going to, again, be just the late detent break on here. I need them to bring that detent ball down and readjust the hole so that you're getting that break here. That allows you to kind of hit it so that you're getting in that sweet spot, and then you are able to just kind of let it drop. I don't want to have to play the game, so to speak, like the peekaboo game where I'm trying to disengage it, as you've seen twice in a row, 3 times in a row, not let it hit that thumbnail and cut me to be able to drop it. Now, of course, you just disengage it properly and safely, and you're not going to have that issue. But even then, I feel like here, it's still not past the detent ball. I have to come way down here now and past the detent ball. The positives on it, I think it looks really good. I appreciate the contouring. That's a nice extra. Being that it is a liner lock, a reversible pocket clip probably would be a huge hit for lefties here. They would really like this. I think lefties out there are going to be a little disappointed that you have a liner lock that you could use left-handed, but you can't really flip that clip over. I think on a budget knife, it's okay. Just cut the hole out like you have over here and just allow it to be able to be flipped. I think that would be a little extra that would go a long, long way. All right, having said all of that, for me on this one, I'm at a 6.4. I really like this one a lot. Minor little things on there would help bump the score up, but honestly, on a scale of 1 to 7, when you think about budget-friendly knives, that's a really good score. Let me know what you think about the Axor down in the comments below. I will have a link down there that helps the channel if you decide to pick this or any of the other Wixcos up. Again, it allows the channel to progress. So thank you if you choose to use them. That's totally up to you. Special shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for your loyal support. If you liked the video, a like would be appreciated in return. If you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing, and the comments help the algorithm. So thank you guys out there that are constantly commenting. Really do appreciate that. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I will catch you all on the next one. Have a great week. Peace.